guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Jane. If you're new here, thanks for being here. Today is a very special video. It is 25 things I learned by 26, and I'm super excited to share some of the life lessons I've learned, some tips, some things to remember, etc. And I'm gonna do all this while baking a cake for myself. I always had this vision of I want to bake my cake and eat it too. Because normally when you buy a cake, it's for someone else. You never just buy a full cake for yourself. And I was like, you know what? No, I deserve a cake. I deserve this cake, so I'm gonna bake it and I'm gonna eat it and you're gonna watch me. Okay. So yeah, come along. We have a lot of lessons to cover and let's get right into it. 2 eggs, 1/3 cup of oil, and 2/3 cup of water, and this classic chocolate cake mix from Whole Foods. It's never been about your age. It's all about your energy. I've met older people who have incredibly youthful, energetic personalities, and I've met younger people who are homebodies. Age is just a number. It's about the energy. Number 2, the things you see online aren't everything. And sometimes I need to remind myself of that as I'm constantly scrolling. Even though I'm trying to get better at driving is still a waste of time. And if you're gonna drive, please use your clickers. I don't know if it's social media, but somehow we've gotten more sensitive and aggressive as a society. Trying to just balance and keep neutral is hard. In today's day and age, there are so many ways to make money. I think that's the hard part, to even figure out what do you want to start with and what do you want to commit to. Every time I'm on any form of social media, someone is pitching me a course, how to do digital real estate, or how to make your course, or so many ways. The options are endless. As I get older, my PMS hits different. I have a lot more cramps, I crave chocolate, and not gonna lie, I get into like this hopeless state where I'm like, what is happening? And that's when I know this time of the month is coming. I can't be bothered to take out the electric mixer and everything right now, so we're just gonna use the handy dandy whisk. It'll work just fine. Choose hobbies that go long. Don't try to be a winner on day 1. When I was younger, I would gravitate towards hobbies that I was really good at, but I realized at the end of the day, they were not becoming hobbies. They were becoming competitions, and that's not what hobbies are for. So find a hobby that you can do for a long time. In the same way, find a career that can sustain you for years, not just what excites you in the moment. Be nice to your parents when they try to take care of you. These are the apples that my mom cut up for me this morning, and I'm gonna eat them. Our time with our parents is pretty limited as you get older, and you're gonna miss these moments. So be nice to them, accept whatever they give you, embrace the present time with them. You'll miss it one day. Drink water. Seriously, coffee is not water. Be a good person to be around. Positive people attract positive things, so keep putting out that type of energy. And yes, I'm using Pam. We're social creatures at the end of the day, so don't be shy. Reach out to an old friend, check in with people, and just show them that you're there. I'm sure they'll appreciate it. This is an important one for time saving and money saving. Get TSA PreCheck, get Global Entry, or get Clear. Just do something to not waste your precious time in line. Nowadays, there's so many credit cards that offer those benefits, so find a way to get TSA PreCheck if you plan to travel. This is also a pretty hot topic. With all the hype on AI these days, the need to think and be creative is slowly diminishing. Actually, it's quickly diminishing. So find ways to stay creative, find ways to keep thinking for yourself, and don't outsource everything that you can possibly do to AI, because then why would anyone be friends with you? This is my favorite spatula ever. It is by Allclad. Can't see it, but it is just super ergonomic, and I love this little spatula head. Things that you loved about yourself a year ago, 2 years ago, it may not be things that you love about yourself now. They may not serve you. You're in a different chapter. That's the whole value behind personal development, right? We're constantly growing, constantly building new qualities and skill sets. Support your close friends in whatever ventures they have. If you were starting something new, you would want the same. So be a support, buy it, promote it, Like, it's so exciting that someone you care about is starting something. And I'm sure they're scared, and I'm sure it takes a lot of bravery. So be there for them and support them. Don't have a weird relationship with tech. Know when to turn it off and know when to be off of it. Make sure to floss every night. We only got one set of teeth, and I want mine to last as long as they can with me. So do yourself some good. Floss every day, and don't just pop in and out, but do 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 do.
350 for 25 to 30 minutes.
Timelines are for when the world is predictable. And last time I checked, the world is very unpredictable. So live on your own timeline. Everything comes when it's supposed to. Decisions may feel life-defining in the moment, but after some time, you realize that it wasn't that serious after all. Probably one of the harder lessons of them all is to consistently be consistent. That's the only way you'll see progress. That's the only way you'll see the value of your compounding efforts. Consistently be consistent, even on days where it doesn't seem like anything is happening. Many things require an initial investment, whether that's time or money, before you see any ROI. So be patient and stick through it. Sometimes it's okay to wait a little bit. It's ready! The next lesson is going to be, you can like people and not agree with them. As we get older, I think it's important to have a diversity of friends with different opinions and different backgrounds, because you don't want to be in an echo chamber. You don't want to be with just people who think like you and see like you, or else you're gonna have some limiting beliefs in life. It's important to have a diversity of people around you so that you're always constantly evolving, thinking, gaining new perspectives, and that'll help you be a more well-rounded person. One. Finally, we have made it to the most fun part. It's the assembling of these beautiful, beautiful ingredients, and also to the last lesson. One side is a bit more well cooked, so I want that. I want that to be the bottom. And I'm opting for a more healthier cake because I do want to eat this cake off myself, and I know that I should not eat a whole pint of frosting. So I have some Greek yogurt over here that I'm going to use as my cream, my spread, and then a bunch of berries. So yeah, the last lesson that I want to impart on is we are our worst critics. We have the highest expectations of ourselves. But just remember that expectations are meant to be swim lanes. They're guidelines, not hamster wheels. Expectations are meant for us to keep ourselves in check and strive for, bigger and better things each time around. Expectations are on yourself. You should never be thinking about other people's expectations of you, because you'll never feel happy that way. Give yourself some self-love, self-grace. Is this gonna look pretty? I don't know. I think this past year is moving by so fast, and I have so much yet to still learn. I've been in a lot of uncomfortable situations this year. A lot of confronting myself, with the questions like, who am I setting expectations for? Why am I chasing after X, Y, and Z? Ooh, this is so pretty. Look at this. Looking great. Honestly, based on the last year, I didn't really want to do anything for my birthday. I didn't feel excited, or, I'm in this state of uncertainty where I didn't honestly know if it was worth celebrating anything. But I had a good friend remind me that An Olympic coach said progress comes in 3 steps or 3 stages. You know you're progressing when you experience 3. Days that you feel like a rock star, days that things are just going okay, and then days where everything feels like it's going to and you don't know what you're doing. And I've definitely had my mix of those days. So I'm gonna take it as progress. And I am super, I guess, grateful that I can experience that. Okay, this does not look right. So despite how I may be feeling inside, this is all part of the process. And it kind of just sheds a light on our issue with impatience, you know? I feel like if things aren't moving fast or we're not seeing results or progress fast enough, you feel like you're not doing anything. Because we're so used to immediate gratification, the endorphins, or if anything takes longer than a day, we're just like, oh, it must not be working. Rome wasn't built overnight. And neither will we. And neither will this cake, because right now this cake is not looking. Do you know I graduated from a culinary school? Happy birthday, dear Jay! Happy birthday to me! So this is not exactly the picture that I had in mind for my cake, but this will do. I did spruce it up a bit. I just covered the whole thing in yogurt, and I'm gonna put it in the freezer so that it's nice and cold and it hardens. But thank you so much for spending some time with me during my birthday. I hope you took away some lessons, some tips that I've learned in the last 25 years. I'm always learning, I'm always changing, and I think that's the beauty of getting older, right? And I'm just super excited for what 26 holds. I hope wherever you are in the world, whatever chapter you're in, that you would just continue to brave through like the rock star you are, and always make sure to have some cake in between. You always need some sweetness in life, you know? I'll see you in the next one. Bye!